All right. Welcome back to More FLA Homes. If you're new to the channel, my name is Christian Clay. Alongside me is one of our real estate rock stars on the squad, the
Let's
Wesley
go.
Chapel King. Corey, how are you? I thought you did this thing right here.
Sometimes it's whatever LeBron likes to do, man. That's my homie right there. We're boys from back in the day, so
I love it. Oh yeah, you are. No, you're from Pennsylvania. That's right. Um, okay, so we're back in Two Rivers, right? This is the
yes.
7-part Netflix series that we're doing on Two Rivers. We're going to be talking about free pools today, community breakdown of a
Yeah.
particular builder out here. But before we do that, before we section in on that builder, is there anything new that we need to know about? Anything like groundbreaking out there that we need to know about or no?
I wouldn't say anything groundbreaking. We still have seen land being cleared for new grocery stores, new other commercial space that's coming in. The landing is under construction right now, so that should be completed by next year, maybe the end of 2026, 2020 going into 2027. But we still have a bunch of builders all around the community that are competing against each other to give some good incentives out. And like you said, today we'll be checking out one that's giving you a free pool, but we'll dive more into what that incentive looks like, how we can improve that incentive, but also explain the importance of why you reach out to us and why you call us to help you find a new home with one of these builders.
You know, my mom used to always say this thing: "Nothing in life is free, son. Nothing in
That's
life is
that's
free."
really
So,
it.
free pool. I want to prove my mom
It's
wrong here. I would
yeah.
love to prove my mom wrong, but we'll just see how that works. But to start off, it's gated, right? So this is its own
Correct.
section. Is this the only builder in
Yeah.
this little section here?
So there's two builders in this little section right here. You got Tamarack is the village that you have. All the
Village.
builders have their own little section. You got Park Square in here. So you got a gated section for this community as well, which is going to include a sub HOA fee, an HOA fee, your monthly CDD fee that you pay on your tax bill, and then in addition, your club fee to this beautiful the landing amenity center that you're going to have inside the community.
Could we show them what we have here on the landing? Is there anything that
Yeah.
obviously to come? Like how far out are we before we start to see this thing come into fruition? Because we keep talking about the landing and we're going to live here and the best amenities, and how long out?
I think it will be about a year before you actually start seeing the buildings up, the courts going in, the pool breaking ground. So, like I said, by 2027, I think you'll have access to this community. But it is going to be a high end amenity center, amenity rich. You're looking at this gym right here. They're going to have trainers on site
Whoa.
inside of the gym. They're going to have a bunch of different free weights, yoga classes, indoor, outdoor activities. You're going to have casual dining, so you can grab like maybe a burger. You're also going to have a fine dining experience as well. Maybe you get the fresh catch of the day. So it's definitely a high end social club, private social club for everyone that lives on this west section of Two Rivers. And that's why we're seeing a lot of people call us and reach out because they want this lifestyle. And most of what we're seeing are young families that are growing. They're moving from the city out to this community, or people that are relocating once again that we work with that want to have these amenities inside their community and are willing to pay that club fee that comes along with it.
So about 40 minutes to the airport, could be a lot longer depending on the time of day. And so we're in Zephyrhills. That's the thing about Two Rivers, right? And we've been getting a lot of people actually on the live just going back and forth. Zephyrhills, Wesley Chapel, it's better here, it's not
Yep.
better there. Well, you're 10 minutes away
Mm-hmm.
from the shops at Wiregrass, which is like one of
Right.
the premier shopping centers inside of Wesley Chapel. So you're not far from all of that stuff. So I would say it's still, if to me, it feels like Wesley Chapel. Doesn't feel like Zephyrhills.
Of course. So there's places in Wesley Chapel that you're equidistant to the Wiregrass shops than people that are here in Zephyrhills. So it just depends where you live. It's a straight drive and it's an easy drive without a lot of traffic to get
100%.
into Wesley Chapel. So I think the location is actually prime being over here on this section. We always tell people it's like one light away from Wesley Chapel
Yeah.
is this community. So you're not too far outside of Wesley Chapel to have just the ease of access into the everyday retail life.
So William Ryan Homes, right? This is what we're breaking down today. What are you seeing out there with their finishes? What they're offering? Are they specking homes out? Is it all to be built? Like what are we seeing?
Yeah, so we've actually had a few people reach out to us for this community. I know it's the one that we said we haven't really done too many deals with, but now
Mm-hmm.
it feels like as soon as we said that, we got the snowball going there. So we're working with them now. They're offering homes that are similar to the other builders within the west section, the landing of Two Rivers, where you're going to get the tile roofs, you're going to get the pavers driveways, some of those upgraded features in the home that come standard, whether it's the 42-inch cabinets, the LVP floors. So you're going to still see a higher end. I would say it's almost like a high end level two builder, but it
Okay.
definitely is a level three builder. They
Hmm.
are doing spec inventory homes that are professionally designed. They're move-in ready. Some of these quick move-in deals, they have rates as low as 4.5%, 30-year fixed. So very low rates. And we know that we can work out a good offer to have the seller pay most of your closing costs. And then in addition, we can work on what else is beneficial with us. They are motivated to move a few of these homes. They are completely move-in ready. So that's where we really strike gold, is on the motivation of the builder to get rid of those homes that are completed in here. So you're going to see still a high end home in the west section, like all of the builders, but some good deals as well. And they have a couple different incentives and options, which I really do like about this builder. Is there's multiple different ways to get this incentive from them, and we can really structure an offer that works best for our clients.
You said it best. You said the seller, right? Like the seller is motivated. So it's for everybody out there. We don't work for the builder. We don't work for William Ryan. We don't work for Two Rivers. We can help you anywhere possible. So, make sure you have some representation on hand when you're walking into these model homes. We have some strategies in place. Send us an email, team@morefla.com. The pool, man. Let's just dive into that. We're going to take a tour of their model so
Yeah.
everybody can see it, but they've advertised and they've done this before. We've had people actually comment in the comment section, or in the comment section down below. What's with the free pool things? What have you found out about that, Corey? What's up?
Hey man, that's exactly what it is. If you're gonna do a to be built home, they will give you a free pool when you build it. It's
Wait,
that
so my
easy,
mom was
right?
wrong.
It's a free pool.
There's some
Your
free pool.
mom,
You
see,
tell
that's
me
the
that
thing.
my mom's
Moms.
wrong.
I'm not gonna say your mom was wrong, because mamas ain't never wrong. My mom's probably watching right now, and she's gonna call me in 15
She goes,
minutes
that pool
to
ain't
have a
free, son. I
conversation.
didn't teach you that.
You said mamas were wrong. No, mamas are never wrong. So that's exactly what it is. If you're getting a pool that comes at a cost, and then that cost could potentially come out of what they can offer you as flex cash towards maybe an interest rate buy down. Maybe that money that you're putting on the pool doesn't go towards your closing costs. So with any
Mm.
standard closing here in Florida, you have to pay at least the typical cost of closing with the title company is 3% of the purchase price. So depending on the
Now with
price of your home,
builders that can
between 15
fluctuate,
and
it could be
30,000.
it could be slightly higher. It could be
That's
it
correct.
fluctuates with the builder. But we've been notorious for getting all of our clients' closing costs taken care of, right,
Correct.
or close to. But let me ask you
Of
this: so, are
course.
you saying that you will neglect the closing cost assistance if you decide to go with the pool? Do you think that there's money built up in that pool that we can get our? I mean, obviously, we're going to operate slightly different. We're going to try to get as much of both of them as we can. But
Right.
for the typical person that just walks in, right? Do you think that if they go with the pool, that they're going to be neglecting some closing cost assistance? I don't know. Talk to me.
I do. I do. If
Okay,
you're gonna go
cool.
with the pool, you're gonna get less off the home than what you initially thought. Maybe not gonna come down the price. Like I said, maybe there will be no interest rate money or closing costs. You're just gonna have to pay for those things. What we're really seeing is that builders, they can move around the incentive to still stay within the same margins. So, for instance, if you don't take this pool, they have a set price that they know it's worth, or what they're offering you to build this pool. They can turn that money into closing costs or into rate that buy down at the future. Some people don't want the pool, but then we know how to operate, how to analyze the situation, and how to take what we know is available to turn an incentive that works for you, or to at least offer and ask for these things to be done at the closing, which we see that the builders are likely to do if they can still meet close to their margins. So that's why people reach out to us, because we do not work for the builder. We are 100% a fiduciary to our clients, licensed real estate agents in Florida. We can sell you resale homes too. We work with people that people on our team sell commercial spaces. We've had a few clients reach out to us to find gym spaces and salons and stuff as well too, right? So what we really do is help broker you through these new construction builders, because there is a lot of options. There are a lot of incentives and interest rates that are flashy. We can help advise you on what it really looks like, what the best deals are. And a couple of our clients just recently called us and said, hey, we want this builder, this floor plan. right in this community. So what did I do? I made sure they had a plan B, a second option in
Ooh,
case the
that
builder
boy
doesn't want to
spitting.
work with us. Hey, that's great. We looked at it. We found the best lot. We found whatever they wanted. But let's go to another builder. Let me show you another floor plan and make sure that we have a plan B and someone else that's willing to work with us. Or maybe you just find a better home or a better lot. There's going to be a difference between these two homes for sure. So we find a plan B. We can now use that as leverage to make sure the builder wants to stay working with us because we can go if we have to another great option.
Hey, you
So when you
worked. So
call us,
Corey,
we're going to help
Corey
you out with the
worked
builder.
for a builder before, right?
Oh
And
yeah.
we
Oh
talk
yeah.
about having insider builder access, preferred sales reps. Like I like the reps that understand how we operate, so we can cut to the chase. Like don't give me the whole rundown of everything. Like what's the
That's
deal? Let
correct.
me cut to the chase. But some good insider information that Corey gave me is like these builders don't like when other builders win, right? Like there's like you
Yes.
said in this little section of the community there's two builders, like they are competing with each other, right? And so when you have that plan B, it gives you more leverage, baby. It gives you and we don't want you
Absolutely.
to settle for another plan, but we want to give you multiple
Of
options
course.
because that helps us negotiate. That does.
And that's what I feel is an important part of our job is to make sure you have other options and that maybe you just didn't unturn the stone at a builder. Oh, we didn't look at that floor plan. And what we find a lot of the times is that once I know what you like, I know what's going to be comparable to that, and I can bring you another great option on the table. And all that does is give you a choice now. You're not just stuck with one home. If they don't want to work with your offer, your deal, you're kind of stuck where you're at. With this, it's like, okay, what does plan B look like? And it's always going to
Yeah.
look like in a financial situation, it's going to look different as well.
I paused it here. I'm hoping there's a pool. Is there a
I know.
pool?
There's no pool here, man. I'm
Goodness
sorry.
gracious, man. We want to see what the free pool looks like, man. Golly.
I want to see what the free pool looks like. So that's something I did want to bring up is that the pool that they give you, it's going to be an allotted amount of money. So they're probably going to have pool packages,
Sure.
or maybe they'll send you to a pool design where you can use that money towards finishing out the price of the pool. 50K in Florida, I feel like would probably be a very average, maybe to affordable pool to purchase. Where we can see people go up to 100 up to 120K when they're designing a pool. So if you're gonna get the cage, if you want to get marble tile or mosaic tiles in your pool, it's gonna be a little more costly. So you might have to come out of pocket for that pool. But something I didn't mention to you is that right now the builder is offering to pay off your CDD for the land
Oh,
portion for 30 years.
30
So you're
years?
for the 30-year land portion of your CDD, your entire CDD is paid off by the builder at the closing. Now, with that being said, you will still pay operation and the maintenance portion of the CDD, which is roughly around half, is what we come to find it. But that cuts your CDD cost in half, which goes into your tax bill on your every monthly mortgage payment, reducing your mortgage payment significantly when you're purchasing with this builder.
So you know what I'm seeing here? First of all, by the way, I mean, I don't want to go too far into this subject. You guys know how we operate. We're trying to find you the best lots. What a heck of a freaking view to wake up to, dude. What a heck of a view.
That's a
All right,
sick lot.
let me keep
Yeah.
pressing on this though. But you know what I'm seeing, it's, especially from this builder here and a lot of them too, is like we want business. We want business, right? We're going to talk about on the live here, but whenever we go over our team meetings, it's like the shiny object. Which builder is offering what shiny object right now to get you in? And for us, we don't just take the shiny object. The shiny object shows us that they need business. We go in there and then we apply our systems and our processes that extracts the emotion out of it, right? And our systems are fluid because these builders operate differently. Everybody has their own little
Correct.
ways that they operate, but we know our systems can apply to all of that, right? So they're offering the pool? What are they offering? A golf cart? Are they giving this rate? Are they offering that? Okay, all that shows me is that we need business, and then we're going to try to get more out of that. We're going to try to get more.
That's it.
So, dude, you're showing me that. I mean, paying the CDD up. I mean, they want to get some stuff done. They want to get some stuff done.
For sure. And we just applied that same system our built method to one of our last homes that we put under contract, where the builder was offering a 4.99 interest rate, 30-year fixed on a to be built, which means they're locking in that rate from now till April, which cost a lot of money. We figured out how much it costs to lock in that rate over the 6, 7 months. And then we were able to negotiate more incentives instead of taking that interest rate. We said, hey, instead of that rate, give us X amount of dollars. We can use that to buy down our own rate. We've seen rates start to come down even a little bit recently. So they might be buying that same 4.99% rate for half the cost at closing than if we would have took it up front. So actually understanding what, like you said, what is the shiny object? What's the cost of it? And what am I losing by taking the shiny object pretty much? Because that's a lot of times is what it is. If they give you a pool or a golf cart, you're going to lose a little bit in closing cost or interest rate. And unless you know how to negotiate that situation or analyze the builder's needs, motivation to get rid of some of these homes, you're going to be leaving some money on the table. And we always tell people we're able to do this free of charge to our clients. Our clients call us, they get our service, they get our systems, and they're able to do it free of charge. But that's in this market. The seller, the builder in this situation, is paying our real estate fees, but that's because it's a buyer's market right now.
Yep,
They
100%.
want people to come get in the door. So if things change and it becomes a seller's market, they might not pay all of our fees. And then that puts you in a situation where the viewer, our clients, would have to pay closing fees at the closing table for their agent. So right now is a great time to buy when the builder's like, we'll pay $15,000 to $30,000 in closing costs. We'll pay $25,000 in your interest rate buy down. We'll pay your commissions to your realtor. We'll give you the fridge. We'll
We'll
take
give you
half
a
off the
pool.
lot.
We'll pay
We'll
your
give you a
CDD off.
pool. We'll give
Buy
you
me.
the
Buy
so this
me.
is
This
what
is
so
the
when
market
people
you want to
ask
be
us
in.
so when people ask us, is this a good time to buy? I'm like, well, where do I start on yes, it is a
Yeah.
good time to buy
Yeah.
because you're getting taken. Most of our clients are putting a down payment. That's it. Just a down payment on their home and
Yep.
all of those fees, tens of thousands up to $50,000 in fees being taken care of by the builder, which is always the best situation because the money you're bringing to this home goes to your total investment. All the money you brought went to the principal, to the down payment of the home.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't pay any fees in the transaction for closing. You didn't pay any money to get your rate down. You didn't pay real estate commissions. So anything you brought went to an investment. It's the best way, the best use of your money in this transaction. And that's why we work with the builders because we see the resale market and the new construction market right now and you just get so much more with the builder, including a warranty, which in this case, this builder's going to give you that standard 1 to 10 warranty, which
Love
is
it.
1 year bumper to bumper. Cabinet or handle gets loose, they'll come fix it. 2 years usually behind the walls, electrical, plumbing, and HVAC, and then your 10-year structural warranty.
Love that. I mean, that's a standard warranty that we see. We would tell you if there's builders out there that are not offering that, right? And that's the beauty in us, being able to be transparent with you and offering that transparent documentation. Speaking of that, if you're somebody that's relocating, you're taking a look at this video, drone shots. These are the things that we do for our clients. So if you're in another state, let's just say you're in Pennsylvania. I forgot where you're from, Corey. What's the name of the
Erie.
city? Erie. If you're in Erie, Pennsylvania, right, and you're trying to move down here and you can't
I
be
know
here
you
to
are.
take a look at a particular opportunity that might pop up, then this is what we do for you. We'll fly the drone. We'll tell you the pros and cons of it. And if you don't like it, guess what? We're not going to give you a pitch as to why you need to buy this property. We'll either wait it out or go to the next one for you, right? So that's the beauty of it all right there. Now,
For sure.
this is how I almost feel challenged in this community to get somebody the best deal that I've ever heard of. I want somebody, and I don't want
Yep.
this for somebody, right? But I got a feeling, you know how it works. Somebody might build a home, get the pool, and then financing might fall through or something, and there's this home that's built that's just
Hmm.
sitting there. I want to get that
It
inventory
happens.
with that pool and get somebody some great deals on it because they're going to need to get it off of inventory. So imagine that, like giving them everything and the pool, not the whole gamut of pool, but not this, all that stuff.
Hey, and we've worked out situations where we're able to get both things in the situation, right? Where we be able to negotiate, hey, we want the interest rate and we want the golf cart as well.
Right, right.
It all depends on the community and how we're like we said, analyzing the situation. So that's why you come to us to make sure that we can maximize it. Sometimes we can't. The community's sold out. They have people waiting at the door for lots. Like in that situation, it's a little bit tougher
Sure.
to get everything that you want. But if we know we can strike, we're definitely going to get it, and all of the agents on our team are striking some really good deals with these
Mm-hmm.
builders because of the systems that we put in place to make sure that we're maximizing the seller concessions that they're able to give to us, maximizing the best lot potential within this community, and then even important things like getting out to the lot, pulling out the plot plan from the builder to make sure you're building a pool. There's a lot of different codes and stipulations that go into building this pool in Florida. How far you have to, the pool has to be from the structure of the home. How far is the setback from the end of the property line? What kind of utility easements are going through the back of your property that can maybe shorten the property width or the pool width that you're able to do. So pulling out the plot plans, checking out where your property lines are from the survey, and then making sure you're getting the correct information over to your pool company. Because anything built outside those parameters becomes a lien on your home. It can be a big problem in the future. But I think a lot of people buy a home and they're like, I'm going to put a pool, and they have no idea. Maybe there is some kind of easement going
Yep.
through there that, you can't fence it. It's a part of your property, but you can't put any structure on it.
Right.
So making sure
Exactly.
that we figure out what the lot looks like that you're purchasing, not just it looks pretty. Is it going to function for the pool company that you're working with?
Dude, listen, if I was watching this video and I wasn't a part of more FLA homes, I'd be like, man, if I was, why not call them? Why not? I'm in Erie chilling. Like, I'm not going to just, accept the picture that they take for the lot and send, come on, man.
For sure.
I'm working with these
For
guys.
sure. It's definitely, I think people get to see the real importance when they get boots on the ground and we start touring these homes, and they can start to visually see the questions, like, that we're asking, the things that we're pointing out for them to notice that they just maybe never thought about. But it's really our team experience that we have working with these builders. Like you said, it's just, there's a lot of new construction in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to a different market, you go to Pennsylvania and you go to Pittsburgh, there's not a lot of new construction. All the land has been developed already. So if you're building a home, it's like a full custom, find your lot, you got to find an architect, the blueprints, everything. But in Florida, we have a bunch of companies that are just building them already and then giving you the option to help guide you through the build process as well. But when they're giving out benefits like this in this market and incentives, we're going to take you right there, because we know we can really lean on them to maximize the most money that you're going to get. We're going to save you a lot of time. We're going to save you a lot of money. Sometimes you tell me one floor plan you like, and I know everywhere else I need to go already for you.
Better ingredients, better pizza. More FLA homes. Hey, Ma, but look, Ma, you were right. My mom was right.
Mom was right. Not everything's free, man. Not everything's free.
Not
But
everything's free.
here's one thing that we can't guarantee: the builders do pay our transactional fees
Yep.
during this process. In this market,
Yep.
where it is a buyer's market, so it's a great time to buy because you don't have to worry about our fees, and then we can also, like we said, lean on them to get you anything else that we possibly can.
100%. Listen, if you made it this far, do me a favor, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, what the heck are you doing? Catch you guys on the next one.